everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. This is one of the best non-divisional rivalries in the NFL. Will this be another epic encounter between these two bitter foes? We'll find out when they take the field. It's the 49ers going up against the Cowboys. With that, we'll send you out to Arlington, Texas. Here's Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Henry takes a direct snap. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. QB split out wide now. They're in the Wildcat. Direct snap. This is Henry. And a first carry of the game here for Trey Mason. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Manziel. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And the screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So on 4th down, out comes Bradley Pinion to punt this one away. Yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line. And they go with the running back.
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott can do that for them again.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
Eric Reid is a safety that you can use all over on defense, both in the box as a tackler and back deep as a cover man.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. It was Eric Reid in on the stop. Third down and 5. Prescott from the gun on third. Complete to Jason Witten. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On the counter, Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
Let's go!
Second down, Prescott. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Come on, let's go!
They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping that.
10 yards still left on second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll need to get the play off quickly on second down. Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. That second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
So that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along, or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Second down following the run.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Detroit!
Here's Manziel. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry. And it's third down.
I can hear the sigh of relief all the way up here. A dangerous throw, backed up in their own territory and throwing an out route, and it got jumped, and they were fortunate it was only batted down and not intercepted.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Manziel. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Let's go!
On third down, it's Prescott. Buying time to his left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So that scores now in their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. To go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. One man in the backfield, Elliott. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go!
They go to Elliott again. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. And he finds Stills, complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. A give to Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Throwing. Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal. They'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
They're just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. As San Francisco gets set to go here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go play action here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Henry, the lone man in the backfield. Manziel, he's going to go up top again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Now come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. Second down, just 1 yard to go.
Let's go.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. Now, the defense definitely showing blitz here. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They'll run with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Ohio! Come on, let's go!
Elliott. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the 49ers are going to get a first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Second down following the run. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19.
Here's Manziel. On the screen, this is Mason. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now Manziel. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. That'll bring up second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Let's go.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have two inbounds in the NFL.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Now Elliott, and he's going to be taken down right at the line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
And he'll keep this one away from Sproles as this is angled toward the sideline. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And tough starting field position here. The start on the ground, it's Derrick Henry. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
There's no secret to beating a 3-4 when you're trying to run the ball up the middle. You have to control the guy over the nose of the center. And oftentimes, he's awfully hard to move. That's why he's there. A big guy, usually north of 300 pounds, with some agility. But somehow, you've got to figure out how to move him. And most teams will double the nose. Center and a guard trying to move him to one side or the other, and when they're able to do that successfully, as just happened here, that's when you get big-time running plays.
Detroit! 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 Now let's go! Gun!
They run again with Hyde on first. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Here we go now. Detroit. Over. Jackson now, Barney. Gun.
They'll give to Hyde. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. They'll set up to throw. On the left side, it's McDonald. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. So now at 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. Manziel, Torrey Smith, the intended receiver, and 4th down coming up.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They'll look to throw here. And no, it's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They come out here in the eye. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Plenty of credit to the defense for not giving up the 1st down, but offensive coaches will tell their receivers, you've got to know where the sticks are. Run your routes deep enough in order for us to pick that up.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Leopard!
They start the drive with Hyde. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Here's Manziel. Over the middle to Smith. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Now Manziel. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And, Charles, in this situation, this is where the word miracle comes into play.
Have to score real fast, maybe throw a jump ball in the end zone and hope for the best.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for Dallas, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.